Alright, ladies and germs, welcome back. Level fucking whatever number this is of Grim Dawn. And today, we're starting this week because I left last week on a super cliffhanger. I wasn't really paying attention. But, we're going to start this week with the Reaper, and then I'm going to go into Spellbreaker, I think. Because I'm not sure. We'll check on that. That may be a thing, that may not be a thing. Anyway, back to the shrine. Let's kick this bitch off. Oh, man. Some tasty looking fellas right there. You know what I'm saying? Bringing all the ladies out on the dance floor. Lighting the fires, you know, just so the corpses don't come back to life. Attuned lodestone, you say? Okay, so now that the shrine has been gotten, 1 point. I don't know why my screen just went weird. My screen just went reddish there. Not my favorite thing in the world. That looked like a vendor on the minimap, but I guess not. So we're still looking for Nadia, trying to find some flesh vents along the way. Now I do see a monster shrine. So if the rest of you could get the F out of my W, I have got stuff to do. Perfect. Now, the fact that this is a green monster shrine means that ethereal enemies are going to come out of it. It will actually tell you that too. The name shows up when you hover over it, but you just need to look at it at a glance and figure out what to do with it. Hulking leg guards. It's not going to be something I want on this character, but it definitely is something I can use on my Oathkeeper. Put those over there. More inventory management. You know what I'm saying? Because it never ends. Here. Just trying to even things out just a wee bit. Get it, got it, good. Getting it, goobing it. Golden. It's gonna go there, because I know I'm gonna happen upon another ring. And it's going to be in a stupid position, I'm sure. Luckily, murdering bad guys is always fun. Never boring. Never gets old. Love doing it. Really just a community service at this point. With all these fucking stairs. So, let's see. Gotta find the flesh vents. Those are pretty important. Also need to find Nadia, though. Because you can't just have her out and about. Do I really need to go downstairs to get over there? What? Because I can't go through this door. What are you trying to pull, game? Bye. Bye. Okay, that makes sense. Whatever. Doesn't have any real distinction between upstairs and downstairs, which is obviously a thing that most maps of the 2D variety really do struggle with. So I can be okay with all that stuff. There we go. Now I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but at some point we did turn on the skill Ill Omen because it is doing some damage that we enjoy. It specifically does cold damage, and I have a medal right now that is putting quite a few points into this. So, that coupled with, let's see, what is it? The target confusion and their damage reduction is pretty helpful for the amount of tanking that we have to do. That is so fucking gross. Fleshbound vent. No, we're not doing any more of that. Even the hole looks gross. Like, I mean, ultimately, flesh is just flesh, right? Even if it's all mutated and gross, it's still skin. It's not like when you break cement into tiny rocks, you know? It's still just makes me want to barf. But anyway, still looking for some vents to close up. That traumatic event 2 more times so we can get down into the Fleshworks, which, as you can probably imagine already, is going to be just as fucking gross and terrible and totally traumatic and, brain injuring. But it's okay. It's okay. We only have to play through it once. And then once the game's over, there's really no reason to come back unless we forget to explore some certain specific part of it, at which point then we'll obviously need to go back and get that exploration, because no matter how traumatic the incident, loot and adventure will always be worth it. Look at that, like, pustules with crystals shooting at them. There's the Fleshworks. Can't get in there just yet. Gate is sealed up tight. Like the little baby. These are children. They even sound like children, and it's so fucking gross. Ugh. Like, kids are fucking annoying, right? But even as an unthinking, unfeeling, uncaring alien force, I would still be like, probably don't want to do anything to the kids. You know? Like, let's not go full Nazi and kill all the children, but, yeah. I don't know. Just taking it down a real dark road there. But that's how it's supposed to work, right? You're supposed to think. Like, oh, fuck these guys. They turn children into zombies. And, like, not even, happy zombies. Like, fucking tortured child, not really strong zombies. Just literally cannon fodder. Okay, I'm just gonna need you to move out of that little corner. Thank you. Thank you. Sick of standing in fire. Valaxteria. A lot of symbols in your name. One of them, syllables in your name. Oh my god, I was rooted in the fire. Almost died. Do one of these, get some health back. Do one of these, lay some traps. Punch the rest of the guys out. The skulls over everybody's head, I don't know if you can see them, but those are the Ill Omen. They're scaring and reducing damage. It's pretty dope. From the office of Councilman Cold. Dear Mr. Rackford, a lovely new secretary, Margaret, gotta be Margaret, has brought to my attention the plight of the masses there in our beloved Candle District, the slums. Such a treasure as those historic streets must not go untended, and I truly do feel for those who are forced to live in such squalid conditions. Now I have done everything in my power, and the power of my prestigious office, to make certain the situation is rectified. The first thing that's going to happen is an envoy of wagons will be dispatched to the Candle District to collect the women and children, those most vulnerable. Citizens will be moved to brand new housing here on Crown Hill, where they will be cared for. Following that, all able-bodied men will be given the opportunity to work on the construction of a new production facility. With your help, the people of Candle District will become the foundation of a glorious new Melmoth. I don't expect there will be any issues from your fellow citizens in this matter. Now, will there? I'm after all only looking out for the good of the people. Regards, Councilman in Residence, Dreven S. Cole. Meanwhile, we know that they were actually just funneling the women and children into buckets to do this shit. Ugh. This is all people. Like, this entire mass is people. And look, there's a little hand right there, his spine. Ew. Are you attacking me from a banister? Do you know what I hate more than anything in the world? The high ground. So eat my nuts. And never do that again. If only Anakin had the same ability to blink into the immaterial realm and then pop up right behind his enemies. I mean, maybe he would have stood a chance, you know. Maybe. Or not. Obi-Wan seemed pretty on it. He's ready to hack some legs off and set people on fire at a moment's notice. Chop, chop, chop. Oh, is this another flesh vent? Well, not anymore. It's not. That is 2 out of 3 down. We have 1 more to go. This southern exhaust vent. Fleshbound entrance. Like, look at this. This is just... These are teeth. Like, how did the teeth get this big? Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. We just need to... Assuming it's down here somewhere, right? Can I go that way? I think I can. Let's see. Still looking for Nadia. Bomb is good. Did all that shit. Flesh vents happened because of the bomb, right? I remember now. And then basically, rescuing Nadia is just to beef the town up some more. Kind of shortcutted through all that stuff. Almost 56. Almost got some points to put in our skill tree, which can never be taken for granted. Wow, you're running a little bit quick, don't you think? Don't you think? Maybe you should stay over there. You sure you want to come up here? Fight me on the balcony? The high ground? I mean, I guess we both have the high ground now, but still. Does the high ground become the middle ground if both people are on it? Deep thoughts. Assault Warhammer of the Flame Caller. Did that go to a... This thing? No. Where did that go? This thing? Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was a two-hander. My bad. Fuck, so the thing wasn't down here. It says destroy the southern vent. The only place I could imagine that being is... well, here, I guess? Maybe. Let's go check. We've got our... well, do we have a Mark of the Traveler? We do have a Mark of the Traveler on. Thank God with that foresight. Okay. Just gotta let the autopilot kick in, run it down the streets. Try to find something to entertain my brain with along the long walk. Down, up, left, right, start, B. This direction. Something tells me this probably isn't the correct direction, but the amount of resistance that you're bumping into kind of makes me feel otherwise. Oh look, I just checked out the map. Yes, we are headed in the correct direction. My sense of direction is just completely incorrect most times. So, let's go. Isn't that a beautiful face? Ugh. Nightmare fuel. Alright. Slay the guardians of the sanctum of flesh. Slay the shaper of flesh. Still looking for Nadia. Not sure where she's at. I think she's heading off in this direction because this is all dark still. Let us go offer our assistance. Hello, guy. Why haven't you assisted in rescuing the people? Well, you see, I'm here to stand guard, and if I don't stand guard, bad things can happen, you know? And I can't have bad things happening because I wasn't standing guard. The life and times of a local guardsman. That's weird. I thought that was a chaotic magic. Dude just raised a little obelisk and it was green. Oh no, okay, that's my roots. Got it. Just weirdly sitting on top of my my boot ability was the roots. I will look into the inventory and tell you what that is in just a second here. Yes, Devil's Cage. Devil's Cage Halberg. The cool thing that we picked up at the beginning of this couple of episodes that just kind of didn't aesthetically fit with the theme, but is still much too good to pass up. Pop him with another Ring of Steel, place down some arcane bombs. Oh, we are level 56. Pick up all the components that we can find. Damn. He's got to be here, right? That's the only thing that makes sense. Alright, down the stairs. Down the stairs we go. Chop. Chop. Okay, whatever. You can go. Now you want to come back? Right direction, right? That Ring of Steel is starting to hit stupid hard again. Wasn't doing the greatest amount of damage prior to its current level because we took the piercing off. But everything has worked out okay now since the sheer amount of damage that it's doing has jumped up exponentially. Can't go in there? What? Oof. So many enemies. Is it a block party? Is this a flash mob? Oof. Big. Holy shit. The amount of death puddles on the ground. I need to blink over here. Save myself. Oh, God. Fucking minefield. That was fucking terrifying. Elephant snake. Down. Ether cluster achieved. Enemy hero killed. I don't know who it was, so I didn't see a name. But put that there. Just go away. I have too many fucking potions. Ugh. Is this the ransacked watchtower? Lighthouse? Fort entrance locked by the ethereals. I mean, it looks like I don't think I've ever been in there, now that I think about it. That's always been locked every time I've gone by it, and I've never actually gone back to check it out. I will have to keep a pin in that one, because I do want to know what is behind there. I'm never going to find this. Gotta be over here by the harbor, right? Whatever. We'll figure that out next time, because I don't think I am going to have enough momentum to make the jog required to get down to the harbor. before the time we have together draws to a close. You know, it's just how things work. I wish more of these doors were doors. Like, take me to a place. Take me far away from this big empty hallway. Ooh, a chest. Money is fantastic. I do love money. And now we have to go back downstairs. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I know this has been a lot of wandering around, but the cityscape that is Malmouth is a little bit difficult to fucking deal with at times. So, appreciate you. We will be back tomorrow with some more very deep, dark dawn. The grimmest of dawns. See ya!